Hey, it's Holly. In today's video, I'm showing you the 1996 Starshine Palace, also known as Polly's Crystal Palace. This is such a fun perfume bottle shaped set that, man, are these colors ever bright. It's an assault on the senses when you look at it, but it's very whimsical. It's really out there, and it's part of that whole jewel collection where there was the crystal ball. If you've seen my video on that one, if you haven't checked it out, it's an insane set. I did it quite early on, to be honest, so it's quite back in the archives at this point. But there's a few that are also sort of bottle shaped like this. So I'm really thrilled to finally have this complete with the stopper. This thing is massive, and it might not look like it on camera, but it's about 7.5, 8 inches tall. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So today's video is the 1996 Starshine Palace, also known as Polly's Crystal Palace. This is a really cute set from 1996, and it's meant to look like a perfume bottle, which is super cute. There were a few in this series that all had kind of a different style going on. For example, there's one that looks like a bubble bath. But so exciting to have this in my collection because I am obsessed with this. I think it is so cute. Right off the bat, you'll see this is quite a bold color choice for Polly Pockets. Most of them were more muted pastel colors for the majority of it, but in 96 they had a few of these sort of crystal compacts and play sets, and they really went for this like hot pink and bright blue and purple jewel colors. This one is in that sort of same grouping of play sets as the Jewel Magic Ball. If you haven't seen my video on the Jewel Magic Ball, go check it out. That is an insane set. But I am excited that I finally have this complete. I had this previously, but I did not have the stopper. And for most of these play sets that are styled like this, it's this piece that would be missing. Mostly because, as you can probably guess, it will also become a necklace. So I'm sure kids wore them and then they got separated and never made it back to each other. So case is quite beautiful. The backside has this strange mechanism on it, but the case has just this most beautiful pattern in it and very lovely texture. These purple hearts just really stand out. And of course there is a tiny little logo on there, but all the way down to the bottom details a little heart here. It's just very opulent looking. So we're going to open this up. This one is a bit strange to open. You open it here and then this comes out. So before we get into that, this is again basically just like a little locket style thing. So this pops out and you can put a Polly figure in there, specifically the one that came with this set, and then it will close and then you can wear that as its own little jewel necklace, which is super cute. So when we open this up, this is a traditional style compact in that it is meant to be played kind of at that 90-degree angle, but it is very beautiful, very colorful, and so much going on. So we'll work from top to bottom. So at the top we have these little cherubs. They are flying in. One has, thanks to Lizzie, I now know that this is called a lute. And this one I think has a trumpet or a horn of some sort. A beautiful gold, and look how shiny that is. Like it's actually, you know, chromed gold bow across the top. There is this purple gem that connects to these ice crystals, and that spins, and then the ice crystal spins. There are two yellow towers on the side with another one below, and this will fold out. Of course the top of the tower stays, and then the turret, I should say. And then there are some gold stairs that fold down. And if you can see that, the fold mechanism is quite interesting. So that will fold down, and then this folds down, and below that, not a ton going on, but there are some yellow bows. You can see the inside of that purple heart there. Looks quite nice. And just kind of a general, almost like brick pattern here. Below is a lake area that moves. I don't know if it was meant to be kind of like an ice rink. There's also a Swan Boat, and if you will believe it, there's a fish pond. It's translucent, but there is a fish pond there. They just couldn't leave it out, so I love it. It's basically the same decal that they used in the 1997 Fun Cruise. Is the same one that they use here. So it's a translucent decal that has the fish design on it. Really lovely, beautiful, shiny floor. It has like a lenticular quality to it. I had a tiny little like ring box when I was a kid that had that finish on it, and I was obsessed with it, and I wouldn't let my mom throw it out. And I think I actually still have it somewhere in my home. It's probably in my daughter's room right now. But anything that was like hologram or lenticular, I was obsessed with that as a kid. Some lovely sort of, I think this is supposed to be either ice or geodes is probably what it's more likely to be. So there are some lovely sort of gems around here, beautiful blue color with stars in the floor as well. And then there is a treasure chest that has a almost ruby-like top to it that opens up. I find the idea of a treasure chest quite funny, but just like, doesn't she live here? Like, why does she have to keep it in a treasure chest? But whatever. So that's the general gist of the set. So we'll talk about some of the figures, and then I'll show you how they all work together. But I'm just gonna get this lined up. I think it goes like that. Okay, so this came with technically, aside from the stopper, it came with 3 other pieces. So it came with a poly figure, of course, and I actually have 2 of them because I have a hard time deciding which one I want to hang on to. So I've just decided for now to hang on to both. So the poly figure has a sort of pinkish purple dress on it. I think this is technically the one that is in much better condition, just judging by the quality of paint on the face. But this one is a bit of a lighter color, so I'm not sure if this was just produced in a different factory or if that is indeed sun damage. She has a bit of a strange, like she doesn't have feet, so she has a different base, which you'll understand in a moment, and a beautiful crown. Now, the reason that I'm not just tossing this one aside is that the crown actually lights up. So when I squeeze it, I hope this will come across on camera. Is that working? Let's see. Hopefully, yeah, you can see that there. So this one's really bright. This one is quite dim. It does light up, but it's super dim, and I don't know if it's coming across on camera. You technically can replace the batteries, but it's difficult to do it without breaking the figure. So I've just kind of opted to keep both for now. But that's how that works. So the reason that the base is like this is throughout the play set, there are a number of places where you can put her. So these ones here, and I think also the one in here does it to some degree. But, oh, and also this one here. When you put it in there, on the bottom of the play set, if you press the button, so there's a button here that I can press, it will light up her crown. So I'm trying to remember how this one worked because I feel like it also worked in here. I might just be imagining things. Oh no, it definitely does. Okay. Here's how this one works. Okay. So you get her clipped into there, and then with this, if you actually just kind of push down on the whole mechanism, she lights up. And so the fun thing is that you could have this in theory closed. You have Polly showing through the window, and then when you do this, I don't know if that's coming across on camera, but her crown is lighting up. So that's super cute. The other thing I forgot to mention, sorry, is up here there's a bed, and the bed folds down. So just floating off in space. Not very well supported. That gives me anxiety, but that's how that one works. In the fish pond, there is a swan, and that's built into the playset, and you can just move that along with your finger underneath and sort of turn it around. But there's no dial for it. And then underneath here, if I were to put Polly in here, there is, bear with me, a dial here, so I can, or not a dial, but I can turn this manually so she can walk around in here or dance or whatever is going on down there. The set comes with 2 more figures that I can't forget to show you, or pieces I should say. So one is this fantastic clear yellow horse, and it's accompanying crystal carriage. So it's a beautiful clear plastic, again, super detailed in the way that it's embossed, which is really beautiful. And gold accents on it. So gold wheels, gold trim, gold dots across the top. And there is a peg here that will fit into the horse. So you can get Polly into her carriage. And that is the finished product. So super cute. So it's a very fun set. It's really different. It's very out there. And inside the tower, you'll see that there's some vanity areas where she can get ready. I love that there's 2 getting ready areas. She's very vain. But love the use of the gold. That shine is quite amazing to look at in the top and down here. I love that, whoops, I love that pieces swing out. The bed thing does give me a bit of anxiety, but whatever. I love that she can be in the window of the compact when you have it stored, and that you can still activate her light from when she's in there. And I will say this one probably is one that would be fairly easy to break, just the way that it all folds together. But fortunately, this one is not. And yeah, I love this lenticular little pond rink at the bottom. Of course, I love the fish pond. So let me know in the comments, what do you like about this set? It stands really nicely on my shelf when I'm displaying it, but the issue is that with the stopper on it, it is actually surprisingly tall. It's about, I would say, to the top of the stopper, about 7.5 inches. And the way I have my shelves laid out, it's just too tall. So I have to have it displayed kind of like this on my shelf for it to fit, which is too bad. But I'm obsessed with this. I love it so much. I'm gonna leave that other Polly in there. I think she looks cute in there. But I think they've just really knocked this one out of the park in the sense that it's really, really fun. And a lot of those sort of other toys that if anyone else is like an 80s baby, especially like things like Lady Lovely Locks, it really just reminds me of that vibe of having a castle and a princess and a unicorn or horse with a carriage and all of the gems that come with it. I think it's just really, really fun. Really plays up that sort of trope of toys from that era. So what is your favorite part about this? Also, did you have this as a kid? And if you did you lose the stopper? I think that that would just be so easy to lose. So, I mean, you just want to wear that stuff to school, right? Like, I get why this stuff goes missing. yeah, I would just love to hear your feedback on this. So let me know in the comments. But that is the 1996 Starshine Palace, also known as Polly's Crystal Palace. Okay, so I love this. And I will say, I know that I'm starting to just say this all the time, but I love the fish pond and I love that it is translucent. Like, I love that they have that beautiful clear decal on it. I really did love that about the 1997 Fun Cruise set, the one that's like a cruise ship. Because it's just like a finally kind of like a different take on the fish pond. Finally. And there's sort of a few different style of the fish pond. I guess I'm gonna have to get working on my fish pond video at this point, but love this. It is so cute. It's too bad that it doesn't fully, you know, fit on my shelf altogether, but it is what it is. I'm just glad to have it complete with the stopper, because those are just hard to come across. So as always, let me know in the comments what your favorite part is, but I am fully going to jump in and say fish pond on this one. I do love this though. I really do love this, that you can see her through the window. I think that's so cute. And I love that she lights up, of course. That's also pretty cool. So, oh gosh, okay, we're getting really close to this anniversary. I know I keep talking about it, but I'm so excited. I've been working on my special project. I can't wait to reveal it to you. And gosh, there's just so much going on right now, but we have so much fun stuff in the works, and I can't wait to share it with you, but also so much fun stuff coming into the collection. I'm having a hard time picking what to share in the videos for you. So I might do a poll maybe on my Facebook page in the next little bit. So if you're not on that, if you are using Facebook, check out Holly Pocket Vintage Toys on Facebook. You'll find me there. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram. Just look up Pocket Vintage Toys. Those are the best places to connect with me outside of YouTube. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do hit the subscribe button. It really does help out the channel so much. But I think that's all I have to say for today. I hope you all have an awesome week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.